thought I will do a quick 30-minute live and we'll see if anyone joins in. I obviously haven't notified anybody to say I'm doing this, but that's what I like to do with my lives, just randomly throw them in. So we'll see if anybody joins. My reception 4G is not too bad here, so we'll give it 30 minutes and yeah, we'll just keep going for 30 minutes. See who joins, and then I'm going to hit the site because I'm knackered already. And of course, if no one joins, then we will abort the mission and I will switch off. This is the problem with not telling anybody when I do this, clearly, is that no one knows I'm doing it. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, someone's come. Hello, one person. I'm just doing this as a quick 30-minute live just to see if anybody pops in, just to say hello, really. I think I'm going to try and turn on chat so I can see who's there. But yeah, if you want to say hi, feel free. This is only going to be a very quick live. Like I say, just a very quick check-in, say hello. Hey, hello, Greg. How you doing? Yeah, this is just a quick one, really. Just a quick hello, see who's around, and then I'm going to chill on the bed, I think, and just relax. But as again, because I don't tend to tell people when I'm doing this, no one knows when it's coming. Tonight you find me in the lovely village town of Sandwich, in a lovely car park next to some noisy vans and motorhomes. So that's always fun. But it's a lovely little village, as you will see. Yeah, no, it's very nice. Very nice, very nice. The plan was to go to Sandwich Bay. That's what I was going to do tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I will do now. I think I might just chill out here and then head off home, then save Sandwich Bay for another day. Looks like it's just me and you, Greg. Mono, eh, mono. Which is good though, because sometimes when I do these lives, they last forever. Yes, this is my rather excellent car camping Oodie, as I got it yesterday. It's actually too warm, but it is super snug. It is perfect for the older car camping. It is lovely. It's only water, it's not vodka. Honest gov. Oh dear. Well, Greg, I don't think anybody else is coming along to join us. I don't think. I'm not getting that vibe right now. I mean, I kind of don't tend to get many people on lives anyway. Only about 8 or 9 pop in. But it depends if the notifications are working for people. They don't always work. Meal ideas. Well, I went old school today, but I won't give the game away and say what it is. But no, I mean, in terms of, at some point I want to do like a proper gourmet type meal, or try to, maybe using more than one frying pan type thing. Maybe not using packet rice, but I'm not sure. Something much more. At the moment I'm just doing the one pan job, isn't I? So the one pan veg and chuck everything in the same pan. So I could try and do something a bit more exciting than just that. Maybe some proper, maybe a nice proper Chinese meal or something. But otherwise, there's no other devices I really need now. I kind of have everything, the electric lunchbox. Although somebody in my comments, or somebody on that video mentioned about a 200-watt rice cooker, which would be pretty cool. Thank you very much, Greg. That is me, though, isn't it? I mean, the day I just constantly put out. I mean, the car camp today, I think, will be my 3rd video this week. I just enjoy making videos, really, no matter whether they're tutorials or car camps or lives or whatever. I just man, I've got so many ideas still, so many ideas for different tutorials and different conversation starters, you could say. Some of them have come about from, actually one was on TikTok. An interesting one was someone saying that van life is illegal, or living in your car is illegal. So that, I did a bit of research into it, and it's quite an interesting topic. So that will be a conversation starter tutorial at some point around that, because they have a point, amazingly. But I think that's just me. I just, and whether or not it's not just the car camping stuff, is it? It's everything else that I do. So I still want to do some kind of fat to fit in 2023. So my health and fitness series aren't the most popular, but they're useful for me in terms of getting me to be good. And I have been very bad over the last probably 4 months, proper bad. So I need to sort myself out. Oh, awesome. Is that because you're trying something out, seeing how it goes, or just because you fancy it? I know there's a delay on this, isn't there? There was last time. I'm not sure what the delay is today. We have 4 people. Who else is here? My someone who loves it. Oh, excellent. Well, the whole driveway car camping is amazing. It is no different. I mean, I could be on my driveway now. It actually makes no difference. It's just the fun of being in the car, isn't it? It is it's great fun. Although my son and daughter, well, they're 17, but they yeah, they would have, there's no chance they would sit in the car with me, especially not with me in a porta potty, that's for sure. But it is good fun. It's like, I suppose, like an olden day camp, like when you were younger. You have the camp in the garden or the camp somewhere, but in a car it's very secure. So who else have we got here? Who else is here? We've got 3 other people lurking. Say hi. It's always good to know. What I've tended to find on lives is that people who don't normally comment on lives. And there's quite a few subscribers now who, at least home toilets, food is on tap. Oh, Man Cave Racing, hiya. How you doing? No, absolutely, and that's the thing with but then when I did my only driveway car camp with my dog, because I was obviously trying to fool you all into thinking I was somewhere else, I did go hardcore. I ate in the house, but I did have my collapsible toilet in the car as well, and even though I was on the driveway, I did use it. I was maintaining the lie for you all. But that's just more fun. But yeah, no, you're right. You do have the luxury. The pre-managed knock on the car was a classic. Hey, Crescento! Yes, no, that whole knock on the door, that was me in my my whole thing. I mean, like how I'd like to take the mickey out of people or persons or YouTube in general. The whole I got the knock. And you do, as I always say, at the time, you wonder how many of those knocks are genuine and how many of those knocks are sound effects. You can even do it yourself. Oh God, there's somebody outside. Thing. Yes, but the knock was fun. Although it didn't get me the millions of views, but it was a good laugh. And if people got to that point in the video, then they would have found it humorous. Anyway, Crescento, I saw you lurk. How are you? I've not seen any of your videos for donkey's years. I'm hoping you're still car camping at least, even if you're not putting out, so to speak. This is the cursed delay. Unless Casento's gone already. Or you type slow. Oh God, this is warm. Well, we've got a few people on. So everyone who wasn't here at the start, the plan is basically this is just a quick live. This is just a little half-hour job. Just wanted to pop in and or drop in and say hi in that unannounced way that I like to do, where I don't give anybody any notice that I'm doing it. I just randomly do it because it's more fun. It's a stealth live, you could call it. I just randomly turn up, and if you catch the notification, cool. Well, at least you're still going out, Crescento. That's good. That's what I often think about people, because there's quite a lot of YouTubers who I watched or who car camped and were new, but then they stopped. Oh, wow. 2.5 kilowatts. That's like proper hot. See, that could be a video in itself. My massive battery. But no, I'm joking. No, mate, it is good. But I often wonder with people who, Northwest UK Wales should have a pre-arranged camp out. I do need to be more adventurous with where I go, Greg. I mean, I tend to go, normally I only go about half an hour from my house. There's so many places in Kent, like coastal and villages. I mean, getting to here was probably one of my longest ones. It was an hour and 10 minutes to get to here, which was slightly more than I normally do. But no, I do need to. But I think in terms of the longer distance ones that we will possibly do, that's the one where Mrs. Hobbies will come along. So we need to do more. I keep on saying it on all the car camps that we need to go out more together, but it's just slightly more difficult with her in terms of work and weather, because if the weather is pants, then couples car camping is a bit more difficult with this setup, because we can't use the porta potty, because as much as we love each other, we don't love each other that much. Driveways was not. Thank you very much, Greg. That's actually a weird idea that I think that somebody gave me for a video. It kind of stuck in my head. Camping on a subscriber's driveway. It actually was on my last live. I'm sure someone said that. And it is funny. It's got a ring to it. Good. I mean, it's got a ring to it. Good. It's got a good ring to it. I car camped on someone's driveway. It's the perfect amount of words for a title. So it have to be done at some point. I car camped on a subscriber's driveway. 7 words. Perfect. But we do need to do more. So whether that's the likes of Wales, or Wales, or the Peak District, or the lakes, just anything really. But then that will be what my plan is for this year as well, which is to do a multi-day car camp. That's been the plan for it. And actually, to be honest, that was my wife's plan. My wife's plan was to do a multi-day car camp, but in Kent. So for us to see how that would go, to be more local. But that'll be more potentially the glamping side of car camping, and actually maybe finding a site, because whilst the times we've stealth camped both times, wasn't it? Yeah, when we went to Norfolk, we stealth camped roadside outside of Haven in Great Yarmouth, and then the other time we was in Dymchurch on the beachfront. But there were facilities at the beachfront one. They were open all night, basically. This walk for the beach, so plenty to see and camp near me, lol. Awesome, man cave. Yes, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, I'm not far from beaches. That's the good thing about Kent. In terms of where we are, we've got, if I go that way on the map, you've got the Thames, North East Sunderland. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it is nice when you're close to the beaches. That's why so many of my car camps are or by the seaside, basically. And this was supposed to be another coastal one, because when a previous car camp, when I was in Dover, I went from Dover to I car camped in St Margaret's Bay in Dover, but I camped on a stranger's driveway. Now that's stealth. Yes, well, that's the other thing, Shanta, the other idea, in terms of I car camped on a stranger's driveway, but also in terms of my Don't Ask, Don't Get series. If you randomly knock on someone's door and say, "Can I camp on your driveway?" It's the same kind of idea. I was tempted to ask somebody today, actually, when I was out on my walk. I was going to randomly go up to them and ask them, and I thought, no, I can't do it. But that would be a good Don't Ask DADG one. What was I saying? gone. No, but where I am now, I thought I was going to be a bit more coastal, because when I was on the car camp in Dover, I ran down through Walmer and Deal and then got to Sandwich Bay. And what the target for today was either here or Sandwich Bay. But to be honest, there's more to see in Sandwich, in the bay of, so the bay I've seen before, and there wouldn't be nothing to walk around. It's literally just the beach, which is why I've come to here, but I'm a couple of miles away from the bay. So the plan was to go down there in the morning, but to be honest, I'm not sure if I will. I might save that for another day. And what my plans tomorrow. So my plans, so what I've done, because normally on car camps, it depends on what time I get here, but I tend to do a walk around the village, isn't it? And or a run the next day. Now, in terms of today, I came a little bit earlier and the sun, it stayed light till 5:30. It was well cool. So because of that, I did a walk around Sandwich, basically, and started to walk towards the bay. So the plan was to do a run down at Sandwich Bay tomorrow morning. And I still might. It depends how well I sleep and what time I get up, basically. Pub in my shed. See, now we've gone to car camping in my garage. That's much more enclosed. So anyway, so yes, so the plan tomorrow is possibly go for a run down Sandwich Bay. I've got my running gear with me, but it depends how well I sleep, basically. And if I've got to be out of this car park by 9 o'clock, it's free up to 9. But of course I can pay for an hour or so if I want to have a lay in. So it's either Sandwich Bay for a run. Is there a meaning behind the name Sandwich? Probably. I mean, if I was a good YouTuber, I would probably look it up and do some kind of voiceover when I'm walking around Sandwich, but I won't. But you can imagine it. You can think there's probably some kind of meaning for it. I don't know. And I can't even Google it now because I've got the phone I'm using my phone to do this. But I think it might be an earl, isn't it? Was there an Earl of Sandwich or something, or a Lord of Sandwich? I'm not sure. See, now I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it and do a little voiceover when I'm doing the editing, which is what I'm going to do in a minute, actually. I've already downloaded them all and sorted out the ones I've got. So I'll get make a bit of a headway on the editing so I can try and get this out for Sunday. Making me want a sandwich. I should have taken a sandwich with me. That would have been quite an amusing one, but I didn't. I should have done, but no. But the problem was because I didn't know where I was going to be. I wasn't sure if I'd end up at Sandwich Bay or Sandwich. So I just took normal food and just ate it in the car park here when I got back from the walk. So yeesh. There's lots of motorhomes here where I am. There's a work van next to me that is quite noisy, although I think it's quieted down now. He's gone into the back of his van and going to sleep. Meetings. Problem with this Oodie blocks, covers my ears and I can't hear nothing. But it does keep me super warm, so that is good, that is good. Oh, we've hit quite a good number of 7s. That's not bad for me. I think the most I've ever had on a live at any one point was 12 people. 7's nice, but it is just, say this is just a quick one, just a quick pop in, say hello, and then lie down and chill out, really. But I do like to do these every now and again. It is interesting. But everyone else is good. Looking forward to the next blast of cold, which I believe is due on Monday, I think. I was starting to think it was getting warmer. Even though I'm wearing this, I'm not actually that cold in the car, but because I took it with me. Well deservedly, so you put a lot of effort in. Oh, thank you very much, Greg. It is a very slow burner, I think, my channel, but that's fine for me because at the end of the day, I'm not like, I suppose, the people who want to be. There's a lot of YouTubers who want to be full time. It's their goal. So it's always subscribe to my channel, ask a question, answer in the comments. because they want to generate the comments, they want to generate the algorithm, blah blah blah. Whereas I'm not. I make videos because I enjoy making them, and I enjoy making different videos, like the backwards one I just did, and the edit on the cooking one was a different kind of edit as well. So for me, it's the fun of making. And what I always love is the fact that so many people join me and enjoy watching. In fact, I even got a subscriber from my Huel series yesterday. So people, because I suppose that's the advantage of this channel, it is so varied. Yes, there is obviously, there's clearly the vast majority of people who subscribe are subscribing for the car camping, but equally, I do have everything else. Every now and again, someone else sneaks in, but it is fun to be varied, and I think it's fun when you're, because I'm less invested in wanting this to be something more than what it is. This is fun. It always has been, and it always will be. Although I did get my first YouTube paycheck last week. I made a short of it, but then I didn't put it out because I didn't want to, because it kind of feels weird when you do a short. But no, my first paycheck was £64, which basically paid for my tank of petrol today. So there you go. That's the only time I'm going to mention that paycheck. I say that short, I'm not going to do. I'm not going to mention it in a video. I'll just do it in this. But so it's even better. Not only do I have fun learning how to edit, learning how to shoot, and doing all the B-roll shots, I get paid for it too. So, well, a little bit of pay anyway. A little bit of money in the petrol kitty. So, yeesh. So who else have we got on here? We've got Greg, Mancave, possibly Crescento. There's a few people coming and going at the minute. We've got about T-minus 7 minutes. So this is only a quick one. I can't be doing it'll be the start of more to come. Well, but I mean, to be honest, Greg, if you mean in terms of channel becoming full time, I never even think of that. That never even crosses my mind. It never has done. But I think that's good. It's more healthy for someone to be that way. Because if you want to be full time and you want to make a living from videos and you get all stressy about £64, yay! You get more stressy about viewing numbers and click-through ratios and everything else. Whereas, pardon me, sorry, but the way I do it, and I often say this on videos, is that I do look at numbers, there's no doubt about that, but it doesn't affect anything I do. So I could put out a running video tomorrow and I know that will get 50 views, but I don't care. Basically. So I enjoy making the video, and that's, I suppose, that's why I literally never think about this being anything more than what it is. This is a hobby for me. It's a hobby on my hobby channel, and it's fun. And I think that's what makes it fun, is the fact it is just something I do for fun. There's nothing more. There's nothing less. I think the problem is when you're a full-time YouTuber, and I said this actually when I first started making. Go full time. Well, it's fine. It happens naturally, but if we try and make it happen, it becomes a job. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Crescento. And actually, one of my very early videos, my really early ones, one of the first ones I ever did, actually. So that goes to confirm that I've always said this. But one of my first ones, I think it's called Why I Vlog and Why I Car Camp. It basically sets this out. It says that I don't do it. I do this for fun. I mean, the only target I ever had for sub count was 500, and that was to get my community tab. I mean, I love my community tab because it's a way of communicating, and as you know, or as you'll probably see, I put a lot out on the community tab. Although nowadays you don't need 500 subs to get community tab. I've got another channel that I don't really post anything on, although there's a few bits I've put on there over the last probably year, but I never bother sharing that on this channel because there's no point really, because it's random stuff like when I walked around Norwich Cathedral and there's one running of me and my brother, and there's another one of me by myself, but it's really random content. But the point of that story was that has got a community tab now too, even though I don't use it because I don't use that channel. It's just a random channel. But no, I'm more. The point is, Crescendo, the issue is when you're full time. The reason why it's not fun, you have to worry about getting sponsors. You have to worry about sub counts. You have to worry about views. You have to worry about interactions, and then it's not fun. Well, thank you very much for joining, Greg. It's been great to have you here for the almost the whole 30 minutes. And sleep well and enjoy your camp with your son tonight. May you have a good sleep. And if not, just go inside. But yeah, no, but this is fun. But I think this is why so many people don't. I often wonder why so many well, I don't think many YouTubers really do lives. I mean, I do watch some of the larger channels too, and no one does them. I don't know why. I mean, the bigger channels won't have a problem with people. Obviously, the fear of doing live is if no one comes, if you go live and no one joins. But the bigger channels with like 10,000, 15,000 subs, they're not going to have a problem getting people on. But I don't get why they don't do it. I think it's quite nice to engage with subscribers in different ways. Oh wow, Jesus, 30k subs. And that's another thing, Manco, that I find really interesting with YouTube is people who have accounts that are massive. I mean, there's a guy, I'm on Reddit now, so I'm on the car camping and stealth camping Reddit subreddits, whatever it's called. And somebody shared a link on there to an American channel. I mean, as a rule, I don't watch any American channels. I only watch one, and that's Diane Schmian or Diane Schmian. But she interacts on my videos and I interact back, so it's cool. But she's the only American. But the point of that story was there was an American guy with 250k subs. One with Call of Duty and sim racing. So why did you stop then, Man Cave? That's the interesting thing, because you didn't just stop, you deleted. Whereas most people who I've tended, I mind you, people do. I mean, it's the same with Ads Ventures. Ads I sometimes watch. I'm old. That's not an excuse. But no, but there's lots of people. I mean, Ads Ventures. I watch the ones where he goes on his own. But he's had loads of other YouTube channels too, and lots of other stuff. And I think it's people just have interests. So whereas I have a channel all about my hobbies, other people seem to have a channel and then they get bored and move on to another channel. It's weird. I kind of can't get my head around people that have successful channels and then just stop and move on to something else. I'm half expecting him to stop doing the van camping and move on to something else, to be honest. We shall see. But Twitch is something I haven't done yet. I think Twitch is more about gaming though, isn't it? And I don't game. So that's probably why I haven't done it. Oh dear. Right, we are rapidly approaching 30 minutes, my friends. And to be honest, that is all I wanted to really do on this one. Twitch is all sorts. Oh, don't tell me, Man Cave. Don't tell me. I've spent enough time on different forms of social media as it is. TikTok's one. TikTok I use because TikTok is another fun one where actually TikTok's fun because I don't even care about subs on that one. We don't call subs, they're called followers, isn't it? So I've got something, I don't know, what, 550? But that's nothing. I mean, 550 on TikTok when my niece has hundreds and hundreds. So, but no, TikTok is just fun. TikTok is the embodiment of what I do here. Basically, I just put stuff up on TikTok and I don't care. I don't care who watches. I don't care how many people watch, whether or not they take off, whether they're successful, how many followers I've got. I just enjoy putting the content out. And there is some differences in TikTok compared to what I do on the shorts here, but they are similar. Oh, pardon me, but it is, yeah, I do spend too much time making stuff, but it's fun, and it's all I actually do. I don't go out. I don't do anything else other than car camping. So it literally is my main hobby and life. But right, peoples, I am going to love you and leave you because, as you'll know from other lives, especially the mixing one, if you saw the live mixing where I was saying goodbye, goodbye, goodbye for I think an hour and 20 minutes, but I was drinking a lot of vodka that night. Actually, as you can see by the end of the live, even if you don't like the music, just skip to the end of the live of the DJ one, and then it will be the only time you ever see me drunk on a YouTube video. So that was fun. But I am going to say goodbye now. So my aim was 30 minutes. I've done my 30. Some of you have come. It's been nice to have some of you here to say hi. And yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch this off. I'm going to lie myself down. Cheers, man cave. Thanks for joining. And thank you, everyone else. To people who I don't know who you are. I don't know who 4 of you are. Kashento and Man Cave, I think, are still here. Or Kashento, maybe still here. But the other 4 people, I don't know who you are. But I am going to say goodbye all. So, how many hours a day a week are you planning on doing? How many hours a day a week are you planning on doing YouTubes? What do you mean, Kashento? In terms of how long I spend on them, or how long I spend? Because I mean, in terms of, I mean, my YouTube don't take long. I mean, the one I did yesterday, yeah, the one I put out yesterday, or day before yesterday, the cooking one, that took me. I mean, most of my all my tutorials I script basically, so I completely script them out. Hey, Will, how you doing? Yeah, so all my tutorials I actually script, and even my car camps I have a very loose, not a script, but a plan as to what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say on the video, at least, just to make sure it flows. And especially on the reversed one, that was completely scripted because it had to be for it to work, so it would work in reverse chronology. But time-wise, Crescento, I mean, I do kind of one a week. Excellent. Nice one, Will. I do one a week. Now, in terms of I suppose you go by editing, really, isn't it? I mean, editing of this video, of this car camp now, that I'm on, basically, I will start that tonight, lying down on the bed. I'll finish it off on Saturday. So it doesn't take me long. It only takes me probably 2 hours to edit a car camp. I don't mess about with editing, really. I'm quite a simple editor. And the advantage of when you script on a tutorial is that because you've said exactly what you know you're going to say, editing is even faster. So I don't spend long, Kashento. I think that's the point. Some people do spend a long time editing. I don't. I'm just short, sharp, sweet and simple. So as easy as possible, that's the idea. It's not complicated, because I think it's boring if you start making it, if you make it too complicated, and then it's not fun. And actually, I enjoy the editing as much. Loving the car camp videos. Thank you, Will. In fact, I haven't seen yours pop up much, Will, recently, other than the Rye one I saw pop up. I don't think I've seen that one yet. No, actually, I haven't seen. I need to watch your tour one, the one you put out. I've seen the TikTok one, but not the YouTube one. What was I saying? It's gone. But no. But the secret of how long you spend on YouTube is you spend an amount of time that is comfortable for you, if that makes sense. So it's not a chore for me when I do the editing, and when I'm obviously doing the car camp is different. That's a whole different kettle of fish. but the editing is quick, simple, easy, bosh. Enjoy tuning in, starting to use my Zafira for car camping. Hello, Matthew. I'm Matthew. Although what I've noticed on previous lives, the name that I see on the chat isn't necessarily your username. I don't think. Yes, that's it, Kashinto. That's absolutely it. Especially with a tutorial, script the tutorial out. And in fact, I haven't read anywhere yet, but I'm oh, cool, nice one, Will. If you if you look at my reversed video, no one noticed it. No one commented on the reversed video, and actually the normal video, because it's the same, it's the way around. My script's next to me. You can actually see it in nearly every shot when I'm in the car, because it was right there. But you can't look at it. But even if you zoom in, you can't read the words. So I had to make sure people couldn't read it. But yeah, but it is good. Scripting is good because it just makes it easier on your tutorial, because then you say what you want to say, and editing time is so quick when you script. Car camps are different because I can't necessarily script because you don't know what's going to happen, but at least I have an idea what I'm going to say, especially when I'm in the car. As long as I'm saying stuff in the car, then I kind of have a very loose, not a script, but just what I need to do. But yeah, quick editing. That's the moral of my story. Short, sharp, sweet. Boom. So anyway, where are you, Will? Although I'm going over my time. Always the way. But no, so where are you, Will? Anywhere cool? I laugh if you say sandwich. But while we're waiting for in one of the car camp spots. Oh. Is this one that you'd been to before, or one that you saw me do and then go there yourself? Let's see, where have we been? Because we've been to quite a lot of the same ones already. Canterbury, the same spot we've done. St Margaret's Bay, the same spot we've done. I bet you in Faversham, outside the police station. But in terms of yourself, Crescento, if you're still around, I don't know if you are because the numbers are dropping down again, are you planning on doing videos still, or you're just going to enjoy doing the car camps? Which is cool, of course. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about car camping and having fun. Aha! On that road again. Strictly speaking, I copied you on that one because I hadn't realised that you'd been there. I don't really enjoy videos. What is the engine on your Zafira? Have it been reliable? Hello, Hugo. Oh, and you must be so that you are the prime example on a live when people who don't normally comment. That's what I love about lives. People who I don't see normally say hi. No, I've got a 1.6 Hugo, a 1.6 petrol. I will be videoing soon, but not this time. That's cool, little Will, even little man, Will even, because yeah, sometimes it is just about having fun. I was tempted to not film this one, to be honest, but that desire soon left as soon as I got it. But no, so Hugo, yes, sorry, 1.6 petrol, and oh wow, our birthdays are almost the same, Will. Mine was yesterday. We are both Aquarii. Yeah, no, I've had no major problems with the car, Hugo, other than only once when the clutch went. Actually, I've got a video that's in one of my very early videos before my first ever car camp. That was my clutch went. I was putting out videos before I car camped. Happy birthday yesterday. Thank you very much, Mangave. This is the thing with the community tab, people notifications, and I see this on channels who I subscribe to. You don't always get notifications. Again, there were family issues. Oh no. Oh. I hope all is okay then, Crescento. How old? Me? Guess. You're allowed one guess. I won't make it last unnecessarily long. But anyway, no, so sorry to hear that, Crescento. I didn't quite catch the end of the message, but I kind of get the idea. So I hope everything's righted itself. Oh my God, Manco, that's spot on. That actually is my age. In fact, not even I realised I was 45. I thought I was younger, but the family WhatsApp me and said I was 45. So I'm 52 last week. Oh wow, we've all got similar birthdays. Happy birthday for you last week. Obviously, there's an Aquarius thing going on, and Mort's. If people watch Mort's, his birthday was. I mind you, his timeline's all buggered up. I never know where he is in the timeline. But his birthday was recently too. He's in the Philippines currently. Oh dear. Happy birthday yesterday. Thank you, Will. And happy birthday for you tomorrow. I'll be celebrating my birthday late tomorrow with copious amounts of vodka, maybe some cocktails, possibly some cider. In fact, what I especially like is a can of cider, and into that can of cider you put, I counted your grey beard, ha ha ha, I'm going to be 31. Oh, you're the youngest, Will. We talk about my grey hair, man cave. I was taking pictures just now for the thumbnail, or trying to take a thumbnail picture, but that light up there makes these hairs, it's not so bad at the minute, but the picture I took earlier was completely grey. Sounds like fun. Are you an engineer? Me, Hugo, no, I think I've only ever said once on here, on that very early video, what I do. Well, I'm a qualified social worker, but I don't work frontline anymore. I work in strategic safeguarding. So I oversee operational stuff, basically. You never would have guessed that. Yeah, so I'm a corporate social worker, I suppose you could call me. That's why I work from home now, because I don't have a caseload no more. The joys of COVID. Our office got closed down, so the front room is my office now. That's cool. In fact, I actually did something that I keep meaning to do a little video on it. I might do a little kind of a short on it, but I actually managed to work from car. So when I was in, did the sitting bull video last week before last, I ended up, where the video ended, because I was putting my shirt on, I actually ended up working in my car. I've always wanted to know if I could, and I can. I mean, it makes sense at the end of the day. I've got everything I need. I've got my power supply for my laptop. I've got food, drink, toilet. I've got everything that I need. So I did actually successfully do a whole day working in my car in 2 different places. First, I did it in the work car park. I used the Wi-Fi from the office, and that worked. And then I had to meet my manager somewhere. So I drove the car off to a shopping centre and hotspotted off my phone. And yeah, which is interesting because that completely opens up the whole midweek car camping idea. So whilst in the video I said it in terms of it opens up the idea of if I'm going to an office, then I can car camp the night before, but actually it went one step further than that in reality, because I can actually car camp midweek and work from car the next day. So that was super cool. And that's the advantage of when you work from home. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you've got a internet connection, then you can work wherever. There's just a car coming in. Oh my God, a car. Oh dear. But right, I think 15 minutes ago, I tried to say goodbye, but I am going to say goodbye now, because I do want to do a little bit of editing before I hit the sack. And if I'm going to get up early, then this will mean I don't get up early. So, no more, no, I'm saying no, oh, have a good thing. Thank you very much, Kashento, and I look forward to seeing yours. Thank you, Hugo. So yes, everybody, I will see you from Portugal. Cool. Oh, excellent. So that's, who is the other person from on my call? Colombia. I've had Colombia, Portugal. I had somebody from Spain because they were asking about the closed captions, and I worked out that I did have. Basically, I've got all the closed captions subtitles on my, well, not live, but on my actual car camp videos, you can select whatever language. You just go into closed captions and it's there. So no, it's really cool. I kind of love the fact then when I hear people around the world. Ah, the warmth of Portugal. No, the warmth of the oodle, the Udi. Who needs Portugal when you've got this? I'm calling this my East 17 look, by the way. I think it's very fetching. You feel like a road trip. Portugal and Spain are pretty cool to do car camping. To be honest, Hugo, I find driving 1 hour to Sandwich to be a very long one. I mean, the idea of Spain and Portugal is beyond, but you have a month free. But you have to have a month free. And that's the thing, Hugo, I don't. It would be cool, I must admit, it would be cool to do another country, but I rarely even manage to do another county, let alone another country. But yeah. So, right, people, I do need to go. So thank you, everybody from Portugal and the United Kingdom and everywhere who's popped in to say hi. And I will, get on with this video, editing it, and hopefully, if YouTube allows me to upload it, it will go up on Sunday evening like I normally tend to. If not, it'll be Monday. But thank you for joining, and I will work out, I'll turn this off, and I will say good night. So good night, everybody, and until next time, take care. Oh, let's see, Chris, you've just spoken. You hadn't spoken before. I've never seen your name before. Anyway, I'm not going to start talking. Thank you for joining, Chris, and sorry I'm leaving as soon as you come in, and we'll enjoy Canterbury tonight and enjoy your birthday tomorrow, and everyone else, take care.